This might look funny to some of you guys, but you would be surprised of how many freaking little bubbles are trapped in the bottom of your caliper, or like the nooks and crannies. If you guys have ever bled your brakes, you know how much of a pain in the butt it is, unless you have this tool. I also have a vacuum tool, like a midi vac, but a lot of people don't like using those because you still have to make sure that the top of the master cylinder gets fluid. And how do you do that? Well, someone has to keep pouring it, or you have the little adapter that fills it. But still, sometimes you can get false readings with the vacuum because the vacuum actually sucks air around the bleeder valve. All right, so sometimes I'm like, is that really air from the lines, or is it air from around the bleeder valve? I'm not sure if you guys know what a bleeder valve looks like. Looks like that. And when you crack these open, sometimes the air goes through the threads right there and goes up to the line, and you see bubbles. So yeah, false readings sometimes. But this right here is a pump. I got this on Amazon. It was actually quite cheap. I think it's by S-Motive? I don't know how you say it, but basically this is just a big ass pump, right? So you pump this up till you hit 10 psi, and what this does is it pressurizes this line. And depending if your master cylinder's got an adapter or not, I don't have an adapter for this little guy. I do have one for this side. So they come with this little generic universal piece, and it pressurizes this whole system. So now if I pump this and go to about 10 psi, right? Let's just go to 10 psi or less. You'll see that this is gonna fill up, right? And once I crack the bleeder valve, which is down here, it should start oozing out brake fluid. This is my slave cylinder. Okay. Not sure if you guys can see that, but it's moving. Here's the bottle. You see it? It's going. Look at that, dude. And you just do this by yourself without having to fill anything. I do have to pressurize this at 10 psi though. Okay, and that's just constantly filling this little container with fresh brake fluid, so all the old stuff gets pushed out. Not bad, not bad. This is like my 4th time doing this, so if you guys are unsure or your brake pedal feels funky, just get yourself a rubber mallet, microfiber, and tap this boy. Make sure you got one of these